It was dark, dark as pitch. Not a single star was visible in the inky black sky above the fjord. The only light came from the eerie glow of the moon on the water, which reflected the light of the dying sun. On the water sailed a ship, or rather, it was rowing itself across the fjord. It wasn't moving very fast, but it was moving steadily towards the little village that huddled on the shore like a frightened animal. Now this ship had no crew, or at least none that could be seen. The villagers knew that much. They had watched it approach, its sails full of wind, its hull dark against the fading light, and they had seen no one at the oars. Yet the ship had started rowing itself closer to shore. As it drew nearer, the villagers heard the creak of oars dipping into the water, pulling themselves out again, the rhythm slow and steady. But when the ship was close enough for them to make out the details, they saw that there was no one in the boat. No one was at the oars. No one was at the helm, like and sub. Yet the ghostly crew kept rowing. They pulled themselves and their boat further up the fjord. The villagers stood there watching, some with mouths open, others with hands over their mouths, trying not to scream. The ship stopped at last. It was close enough for them to see the details, the rotting wood of the hull, the tattered sails, the empty benches where the rowers should have been sitting. And then, slowly, silently, the ghostly crew climbed out of the boat. The villagers screamed then, and some ran. Others stood rooted to the spot, paralyzed by fear. The ghostly crew didn't seem to notice. They waded ashore and disappeared into the darkness. The villagers waited, their screams echoing across the fjord, waiting for the ghosts to come back, waiting for the ship to move again. But it didn't. The ghosts didn't return. The ship remained on the shore, a silent, dark shape against the silver light of the moon. In the morning, when the sun had chased away the ghosts of the night, the villagers came back to the shore. They wanted to see if what they had seen the night before had been real. They found the ship, yes, but they found nothing else. There was no sign that any ghostly crew had ever climbed out of the boat. And so the mystery of the ghostly oars remains, a mystery that has echoed across the fjord for many a year, a mystery that perhaps no one will ever solve.